This is the On to Mark Wrestling Podcast. Kick back and hang with your hosts, Quixote, Lewis, and Joel. Let's mark out.
Oh, yeah. 6 3-man band. Booth is back. Fellas is in the house. You know me, Quixote, the producer, joined by none other than Lewis, the administrator. Joel, the hater himself, is back from sabbatical. What's going on, fellas? How y'all doing? You were 2 weeks in.
It's too late. Oh, I think we lost Lou.
We lost Lou.
We lost.
It said he stopped recording. He must have pressed the button by. He must have pressed something.
He said, "I'm done with this."
He just left it. Oh, there he is. I'm going to keep this all in.
Oh, he's back. He's gone. What's going on?
Yeah, I'm back. I'm not sure what that was about. I think I just pulled a Nightcrawler from X-Men. I just teleported real quick.
That was like the equivalent of the lights going out in the arena. The lights went out. Lou left, came back as a different character.
Oh, yo, word. Yeah, this is the first time that we're doing this as a 3-man band.
Yeah,
a trio this year. So, yeah, man, I'm excited.
Yeah, man. Joel, how you doing, man? You back? How you feeling,
I'm
bro?
back, man. I'm back. The flu had me. I was down and out.
Ooh.
I rolled back into the ring at the 9 count, man. I was almost done, man. I was almost done. I'm back.
I love it.
Still got a little bit of a cough, so I might be, muting the mic every now and then. But I'm back. I'm here. I did a nice little new setup, as you can see.
Yeah, man. I like the new
Samoa Joe poster over here. You got the action figures in the back. New year, new view.
I like the new stage, man. The new stage is nice. I like it. Yo, give it up for us for 2026, man. We're back. We're trying to, we're getting these shows in by any means necessary. And I'll tell you right now, Drew McIntyre won that WWE Championship by any means necessary. Got to give it up for Drew. Thank God for Drew. I know, Joel, you were feeling it. Fellas, I want to know your thoughts on Drew McIntyre becoming the new champ. I don't know if anybody saw this coming. I don't know if anybody thought it was going to actually really happen. Cody dethroned? I mean, right near the Rumble? I don't know. Where do you think they're going with it, fellas? Joe, what do you think?
Man, so as the show was about to start, I texted you guys and I said, I have a feeling Drew's winning the title. And the reason why, I started thinking about it a little bit, and I was like, it's a 3 stages of Hell's match, right? Mm-hmm. You got an easy way for Drew to be able to, cheat to win, kind of. I thought what they were going to do is I thought they were going to have Drew win without even pinning Cody. That's why initially I was like, okay, because he mentioned that he had stolen the watch, Dusty Rhodes' watch or whatever. So I figured, okay, maybe he gets Cody Rhodes to get disqualified. So that's the first fall. Cody pins him the second fall, and then you get Drew to escape the cage. I was like, oh, this is an easy way for Drew to win without, actually getting the pin over Cody. But they actually went all the way, and they actually had Drew pin Cody in that first fall, which was pretty good. I thought they were going to give us like a little out, give Cody an out of like, oh, he never got pinned or whatever. But no, they fully committed. Drew got the win. He's been chasing that title for, it seems like, a year at this point. So, man, I'm excited about it. I think it's a nice little switcheroo right around WrestleMania season. Wasn't expecting it. The fans weren't expecting it. And now you have a fun story where Cody actually is chasing again, which I think is where he's at his best. I don't think he's at his best as a champion. Sorry to say, Cody as champion is a little boring. But Cody chasing, that's what got everybody on him in the first place. That's what everybody wanted him to finish the story. Everyone wanted him became the Cody crybabies, as The Rock coined them. And it's true. I think the fans like seeing Cody being not super Cody. I don't think they want another super Cena. I think they like seeing Cody as a relatable guy who's always chasing the title, guy who always chasing the main event spot instead of just being guaranteed it. So I'm excited to see what they do. Drew deserves it, so I'm proud of it. I'm happy. What do you guys think?
Lewis, where you at with it, bro?
Those are some great points, my brother Joel. And I thank you for sending that message to us prior to SmackDown going on.
You guys are the only ones that could prove.
I looked at that message and I was like, "Wait a minute, you might be onto something," because they're in the they were in wherever they were in Europe, but
Germany or something.
I was like, this actually makes sense. And now that you've spoken into existence, it wouldn't be the worst thing to have a title change even before the Royal Rumble. And lo and behold, WWE pulled the trigger.
Yeah,
I'm telling you, I was not expecting that. I thought that it was going to be just yet another Cody Rhodes victory, retaining the title. But nah, man, they threw us all for a loop. And you know what? It wasn't. I don't think it was all that surprising considering Drew has been challenging for quite some time now. And it made sense given where their next stop on the tour, the European tour, was going to be, which was Scotland. I'm happy for Drew. I thought it was a great outcome. I always say it, pro wrestling is at its best. Pro wrestling, sports entertainment, whatever you want to call it. It's always at its best when you can't fully predict the outcome. And in this case, when you have a title change on a SmackDown, no less, that's awesome. I think that's great. And I agree with you, Joel, that Cody is much better as the chaser, but that goes for pretty much any babyface, really.
yeah.
Especially in today's day and age. I think in 2026, babyface champions they're a little boring. And yes, there always are exceptions to the rule, but I think if you're gonna have a babyface champion, it's got to be a really brief reign. I'm not for the babyface long term champs anymore.
Yeah.
So if the plan is for Drew to hold it through WrestleMania, I'm here for it. You know, put Cody in another program and just have his character do something else that's more refreshing.
Yo, do we listen? Some of the speculation is wild out here. What they think is going to happen with this whole Cody thing. One being, obviously, we get Cody and oh god, the guy that drawing a blank on his name.
Roman?
No, the guy that attacked him in the cage.
Jacob Fatu.
Jacob.
Yeah.
I went blank. I haven't seen him in a minute. Jacob Fatu. Cody, possibility. Was it Cody that jumped him from behind the back?
Okay.
Now, someone pointed this out, and I had to bring it to the show. I had to bring it to the pod to get your thoughts. Cody was asked twice in one show by the GM, did he have something to do with it?
Shit.
And Cody denied it twice. Now, why go to Cody, your babyface champ, 2 times in one show to solidify his innocence if there's not going to be a little something there? Now, if that is the case, I will love it because then we're seeing the Cody shift, and I want them to take their time. I don't want to see an instant shift in Cody turning heel.
No.
I want it to be slow, methodical. He just turns and we see it just unravel in front of our faces. So do you fellas think that Cody could possibly be turning heel because of this title loss? Like, do you think there's a plan that he chases as a possible heel? What's your thoughts?
That's an interesting one.
A double turn would make sense. And you know, I thought about that shit immediately after SmackDown went off the air. How about they just do a double turn here? Because I guarantee you that the fans will eventually begin rooting for Drew again.
Right.
And then most of them are going to start turning on Cody because Drew McIntyre as a WWE champion right now is much cooler than Cody as the WWE champion. So, I mean, they might as well just experiment with it, right? And I'm not saying that Drew is going to be the guy on the Minute Maid cartons and I'm not saying all that. But you can have a nice little brief baby face run for Drew and make him like a tweener type of baby face, where he's just a badass. Like he's not the one kissing babies and shaking hands and shit like that. He likes the adoration and from the fans, but he's more like like a Stone Cold type where he's just a badass. And then Cody is, like a sneaky son of a bitch. And if you've been following Cody for long enough, you know that the stuff that he was doing in New Japan, Bullet Club, all that shit, like heel Cody is fun, man.
It is,
like you know what I'm saying? That shit was fun. I don't know. I think a double turn is in order.
Yeah, it's interesting. I didn't even think about, now that you pointed it out, I didn't even think about Cody being the culprit with the Jacob Fatu thing. But that actually really puts like an interesting little notch in the story. I think I would love to see that. I automatically assumed it was Drew. But if they want to go with it and they want to go with like a way of like, I could see them kind of playing with the heel, but not like fully committing to it, where he could even be like almost a modern day Cena, where he's like a heel to the adults and a face to the kids still, in a way where he could, because leading up to this match with Drew, he's kind of been even on the show and then even outside the show, like in his interviews, he's talking a lot about how all it takes to be champion outside the ring. And like how he's been given the ball and all that stuff. So you could almost go with like him being like, no, I am the champion. I need to be the champion. Like you can make him get to the point where he's like, this company won't succeed without me being the champion. So like, it's almost like he's a heel, but only we know he's a heel. He still thinks he's a face. Yes. So I would love for them. I would love for them to do something like that. And I could totally see them going that direction. And I do got to say, last year, 2025 was, almost, I feel like we should throw away the whole year for WWE. It was trash. It was basura, as we like to say on the mark. They had the John Cena retirement run that they fumbled terribly. Yeah. I think I gotta give it up to WWE because so far, 2026. I know it's only been a couple weeks, but they've been keeping me pretty intrigued so far. SmackDown and Raw, pretty good matches. Pretty good storylines happening. I enjoyed Punk versus Braun. I enjoyed Drew versus Cody. We got Punk versus Finn next week on Raw. Like they're doing some fun new things. So I will give it up to WWE. I know we tend to be more on the hater side here when it comes to WWE booking, but I got to give it up to them. So I could see them actually going in the direction of like, why not? Let's give Cody a heel run. Who does it hurt at the end of the day? You can just turn them babyface in a month or two anyway. Like no one's gonna care. Like people don't care. They only book for moments anyway. So who cares?
They book for moments. That's the thing.
Yeah.
They
give us something fun.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I think what we should see or hopefully see is some progression in Cody's persona, right?
Yeah,
but not in a good way. Like we starting to see, like what you were saying, like him just kind of almost lose it, like he needs the title, and because of that obsession he's becoming more and more unhinged. Therefore there's your heel turn, right? I like it. But we'll see, man. I was shocked they did the Drew thing, so maybe they might pull the trigger on this, knowing how much people want it. And if you're going to do something like this, it'll be cool to take it into Mania season, because who knows what kind of matchup you could do with Mania with him. So I don't know. We'll see where this all goes with Cody, Jacob, and Drew. Will there be a 3-way at Royal Rumble? Will it be Drew and Cody only? We don't know. We got now. It makes us. We have to watch SmackDown. Now we actually we got to watch SmackDown, especially Friday when Drew gets on as the champ on Friday. So we'll take a look at that. Now, fellas, I wanted to talk about this real quick because this is newsworthy. TNA goes live on AMC tomorrow night, right? By the time people listen to this or see some of these clips, the show probably would have gone on or not yet or on that day. But here at On the Mark, we wanted to bring this up because this adds another show to the roster of things we might have to look out for. Now, Joel, I know your feelings on TNA, all right? Because we have big news also. The Rascals have signed with AEW. Who? I mean, yeah, good with AEW.
That's big.
That was quick. And I think they assumed WWE had no interest. So they were like, you know what? They're talented. We could put them into something. But fellas, TNA tomorrow night. It looks like AJ Styles will be in the building. And it also looks like, Kazarian and, Mike Santana for the World Championship. Guys, let me ask you your question. TNA, is this gonna be anything like worthwhile? Like, what do you, Joe? I see you shaking your head. what are we expecting here from TNA?
Man, I don't know, man. I feel like TNA has lost all of their momentum, man. I think they had a nice moment where they got the name back. They went from Impact back to TNA. People got excited about that. They had some pretty good young talent. They had Josh Alexander at one point. They had Speedball Mike Bailey at one point. They had Mike Santana as their world champion. After this long story of him trying to get that title, he finally got it, and then he loses it right away to Frankie Kazarian. Really, Frankie Kazarian? I'm like, come on, man. So I don't know, man. I wish they stuck by their young guys, because you could tell that it hurts them. Because look at all the talent they've had in the past couple months that are no longer there. You just mentioned the Rascals. Joe Hendry, who was a major star. Now he's a straight up NXT superstar. Leon Slater is basically poached by WWE as well. You got Jake something, who's now Jake Doyle in AEW. Like they're losing all of their young guys, and they're banking on these old guys like Frankie Kazarian, Eddie Edwards, the Hardys. Like, yeah, these are great nostalgic acts, but you're gonna need some fun, like young stars to catch the eye of the viewer. And if you're just banking on guys who, let's face it, like Frankie Kazarian has never been a household name. He's been a legend in the game for a long time. Him and Christopher Daniels, SCU, all of that good stuff from back in the day. But come on, he's like the third guy of like the third most important guy of a tag team. That's his legacy, like I'm sorry, but it's the truth. You got the Hardys who are past their prime. Like, I don't know, man. Like, I want them to succeed. I want them to be another, a third option out there. But the fact that they just let all these young talent go, they don't give them the opportunities to the point where it's like almost too late, and then they just have to let them go because their contracts are up. Mm-hmm. So it's like you don't strike while the iron's hot. And I feel like that's kind of been TNA's thing forever. They somehow still always survive, but they never actually strike while the iron's hot. It's been a thing for the history of TNA. Every time they have a great young up and coming star, some old washed WWE or whatever wrestler comes in and completely shuts it down. They did it back in the day with AJ Styles. They did it back in the day with Samoa Joe. Like every single time they have someone who is on the verge of becoming a star, they bring in somebody else from somewhere else because they have a name already, and it kind of destroys it. I'm hoping this is a new era for TNA. I will be tuning in. I don't know if I'll be tuning in live, but I'll catch the highlights. I'll catch what needs to be. But I don't know, man. I'm just not that excited about it.
Oh man, I'm going to definitely check this out. Lou, are you checking this out, or are you just leaving it to the clips? Like, what's TNA going to do for you? Will it move the needle at all?
Well, as far as the premiere on AMC, I'm booked tomorrow night. I have plans, so I won't be able to watch it real time. So I'm going to catch the highlights and stuff like that. Whether I make Thursday night priority viewing entirely depends on how I don't know, man. How much they pique my interest, because Joel, he's got me cracking up here in my head, because like, you're so right. It's like your take is spot on. every time that TNA builds up this momentum, they just kind of flush it down the toilet every time. Now, I'm not saying that they flush this down the toilet thus far, but like, why is Frankie Kazarian your like? I don't understand.
That's the tough part. Yeah, Frankie Kazarian.
Yo,
I
Mike
respect Frankie
Santana
Kazarian,
better fucking win the world championship on AMC, okay?
Yeah.
Because like that would be it would be such a relief. Let's just put it that way. It would be a relief. Like, thank God, you know. Yeah, like thank God. Like it just makes sense. Why not have someone who's Puerto Rican from New York City? I think he's from the Bronx, right?
Yeah.
But in any case, like have someone like that represent essentially the third big brand of North American pro wrestling on national television. Um, and and much respect to Frankie Kazarian. Like he is a legend in the game and all that good stuff. Great worker, but yo, since when? With all due respect, since when has Frankie Kazarian been a household name? Since when has anyone said, "Let me stop what I'm doing and tune in to watch Frankie Kazarian in the main event"? I'm serious, man. Like I could see it for AJ Styles or Samoa Joe, Kurt Angle when he was main eventing TNA, but like Frankie Kazarian carrying the company, no. Chris Sabin carrying the company,
Oh,
no. Like these are all great workers, but they have to be smart about this. And I love the Hardys. I love the Hardys. Probably my favorite tag team of all time. However, they're just a good nostalgia act. So I get why they're on the promotional posters, and you have to have name recognition in order to attract new viewers. Because if no one knew anything about TNA, but they saw the Hardys on the flyer, they saw Bully Ray. So I get that. But the TNA needs a little more. They need a little something more to really stand out. So, we'll see. Time will tell. I'm not gonna jump the gun just yet. Time will tell. But yeah, they gotta just push the new talent, man.
They do. They do. Time will tell. We don't know where this is gonna go. I'm listening. I'm rooting for TNA. But again, like Joel said, they're losing everybody. I'm looking at the roster. I don't know nobody. I, I just that's why I need to tune in because I feel like if I tune in, maybe the production would be different. Maybe because they got
Yeah.
a little more cash. Maybe they're pumping it in, and you'll see the difference. But here's the thing: I don't know who they're going to attract with WWE being so hard linked to them, and they're poaching all of their guys over to the WWE NXT side. Do I, it's becoming like one company. It almost feels like it's an extension of WWE, and I just don't know if I don't know if I'm feeling that.
Yeah.
It doesn't feel like an entity of its own. It feels like a partnership that is essentially one company is in some sorts, right? So I don't know how they need to establish their identity. That's what they need to do.
Yeah.
And if they don't, and it feels like, oh, AJ's here. Oh, Randy Orton's coming next week. Or like if it feels like that every week, it's gonna be whack. And I'm gonna be like, all right, this is trash. Basura, to be exact.
Yo, Kyoto, you mentioning that, I just realized it's so WWE still has the working partnership with TNA, right? Because AJ Styles is appearing.
Yeah,
I don't like it. I think they need to just sever ties with WWE at this point.
they have to.
Because you're right, they need to establish their identity. Like, I don't want any more crossover shit. Like, it was cute last year, but I don't want any more crossover stuff. Like, it's done. That's it. I don't need to see TNA talent showing up on NXT. I don't need to see the NXT Tag Team Champions defending their titles on Impact. Like, no, it's that's whack to me.
Yeah, it's whack.
What are you doing that for? Ratings and
Exactly.
No, that's whack.
The crazy thing too, like looking back at the partnership now, what did TNA really gain from it? Like, they got
Nothing.
none of their guys.
Nada.
I think the Hardys maybe won the NXT tag titles
Yes,
at
they
one
did.
point. Okay,
Yes.
so that's the only team that actually won. That's the only TNA talent that won any NXT gold. Meanwhile, you had Kalani Jordan as their Knockouts champion. Right now you have Stax as your TNA International champion.
Oh yeah, Stax is
Trick Williams was the TNA World Champion.
World champion.
That's right.
And TNA got what in return? And then they stole Joe Hendry, and now they're stealing Leon Slater too.
Yeah.
What did TNA get in return out of this? And then I watched NXT this week. And they did not mention at all that TNA has a new show premiere in AMC, not once. So like they're not even promoting the company that they're in partnership with. So what the hell is TNA getting out of this?
So here's my thing. I think they might be severing ties at that point then, because if that's the case, TNA has their own part. TNA now has their own major cable network.
Yeah, I guess that's what they got out of this, right? I guess that's what they got the exposure to end up getting. A TV
so
deal, I guess.
Big Brother was like, all right, I got you, but I'm going to need all of this in return.
Give me all of your talent.
Give me all your talent, and then you'll get it. You'll go on AMC. We're not scared of you if you're on AMC. That sort of thing, right? So, yeah, we'll see. Like I said, they got to establish their identity, and then we'll see what happens with TNA tomorrow night, Thursday, on AMC, y'all. Listen, man, we got the men's, well, not the men's, but we got the Royal Rumble, fellas. First off, the Royal Rumble. Some people's favorite PLE of all time. It's getting up there for me. It's probably number 2. The Royal Rumble. We got the Royal Rumble, but we wanted to pose an interesting question, which I love this one. This is a good topic for tonight. Mm-hmm. To our last topic of the night. And I wanted to read it. So this was interesting. We're going to pick, so the men's Royal Rumble. We each choose one person. We absolutely do not want to win the Royal Rumble. And we cannot repeat the name.
Exactly.
So I already got mine. And I hope.
This is basically our hater. This is basically our hater segment.
This is essentially. Yeah, you're right. This is essentially hater. We had to bring it back. We're going to come back at some point in 2026. But listen, I got a guy, but I want to hear you fellas first. Lou. This upcoming Royal Rumble. Who, and I feel like you're going to pick mine. I just have a feeling. Who do you not want to see win this year? And these are all the winners of the past. Hacksaw number 1, all the way down to number 24, Mr. Cody Rhodes in 2024.
2 years in a row for Cody.
Lou, who you got?
So these are folks who are on the current roster, correct? That we don't want to see win the Royal Rumble in Saudi Arabia.
And it should be someone who's a reasonable choice to win it. It can't be like Akira Tozawa.
Yeah. Nothing crazy.
No offense to Akira Tozawa. But,
Tozawa.
I feel like he's always my example of like. I feel bad. Akira Tozawa is a great worker. He's a great worker.
Poor Tozawa.
He's just unbelievable in any situation to win any match.
See, my guy used to be Taka Michinoku, who I used to make fun of.
That's
I
my
was
guy.
like, Taka.
Yeah, Taka Michinoku.
Funaki, that guy.
Oh my God. I think so let's see. Punk is the champ. Drew is the champ. So let me scale back and think of the world title matches, because that'll help me make my pick. So most likely you'll get Drew versus Cody, a rematch at the Royal Rumble for the title. And then, Punk will probably defend the title against Braun Breaker, maybe. I don't know. So with that said, who I really would hate to win the Royal Rumble, but it would be super comical, Logan Paul.
Ooh.
That would be
Damn.
very.
Ooh.
That would be funny. Like I would just be like, "Yo, I'm gonna have to throw an egg at the TV or something because
Wow.
that is." I'm like, no. Like, Logan Paul cannot win the 26 Royal Rumble match. No.
Oh.
So that's my pick. Somebody who I don't want at all.
That's a great pick.
That's a great pick.
I didn't even think about him winning the Royal Rumble, but now that you mention it, that's actually.
I think I would rather have Cody win it a third time than to have Logan Paul win it again.
I'm gonna tell you right now that Logan Paul, I wouldn't be surprised if he got there somehow.
They're in Saudi too, so I feel like they're gonna
right.
Those Saudis want big.
Yeah,
they star power. I want somebody big to win this.
I didn't even think about, and he's now full time too.
And he's full time now.
That's a no for me, dog.
Ooh, okay. Ooh, Joel, what do you got, Joel?
Mine, and I know a lot of people love this guy. Love this guy.
Probably chose mine.
I don't know if it's yours, but L.A. Knight.
Uh-oh.
I have a feeling he went away a couple weeks back. Usually they like to do that when someone's coming back to win something big. So I have a feeling they might finally give it to L.A. Knight. Here you go. You could get that random world title match.
Consolation prize.
Yeah. He won't even main event Mania. Will be like, the opening match of night one probably if he does win it. Dang. But I have a feeling that they might give him the Royal Rumble win, and I do not want it to happen because I understand people like him. I don't see it. I don't believe it. I feel like he's past his prime. He's a one-trick pony. Sounds like The Rock. Sounds like Stone Cold, and that's kind of what has gotten him in the year. And I just don't want to see LA Knight in a WrestleMania feud. Like, I just don't want to see it. I don't want to see promo battles with LA Knight. I'm sorry. I think it will make me tune out from the shows. So I'm sorry, LA Knight. I know you got a lot of fans out there.
Damn.
I just do not want to see LA Knight promo battles versus whoever the hell the champion is. I can't do that. Not for a whole WrestleMania season. I'm sorry.
That's a good pick, Joel. That's a very good pick, and I'm kind of with you there. Yeah. I like LA Knight. I don't.
Not for a whole WrestleMania.
Yeah, but not for that, right?
I don't get why they would go with LA Knight. I mean, in terms of like, what would they do with him after? So you're saying it would just be like a throwaway, like a thank you, but we're going to sacrifice this year.
I think you could give him the world title and give him a short run with it. Make fans happy, even though it is like a couple years late at this point because he's kind of like he started kind of going downhill at this point.
Yeah, but maybe something they gave him a couple of years ago.
Hey, I could be proven wrong, and they could bring him back, and maybe he has a little bit of a character change. Maybe he's a heel all of a sudden. I don't know. Maybe they could surprise me. But as of right now, the character that LA Knight is before he went away, I don't want to see him as champion. I don't want to see him anywhere near WrestleMania. He could be in the Andre the Giant Battle Royal for some. He could throw him on SmackDown on the SmackDown before WrestleMania. That's where you can. But I don't want to see him anywhere near
SmackDown before Mania.
I don't want to see him anywhere near the main event of WrestleMania. I'm sorry.
Yikes!
I'm sorry. Wow, that is You know what? I didn't think of LA Knight, but he has been gone. WWE usually kind of does, and if they're not going to throw the title on him, which they probably won't, we got to give Homeboy something.
Yeah.
Do you give him the Rumble in Saudi though? I don't know. That's a big Rumble to give him.
Because I could see the Saudi crowd loving him for some reason.
Oh man,
because he has that. The Saudi crowd is basically like they've been stuck in the Attitude Era for a long time, right? Like that's why they brought Undertaker, they brought Kane, they brought the DX reunion. They did all of that for them.
They don't get to see him often.
And who's more like Attitude Era adjacent than LA Knight, right? Like he's basically he watched a bunch of Attitude Era film and he's like, this is who I'm gonna be. Like that's basically who LA Knight is. So I could see them loving him and him becoming and getting like that surprise win and Saudi going crazy. I just don't want to see it, but I can see it happening.
That's a good point. Good point, fellas. So far, so good. Y'all didn't pick mine, thank God. And mine should be pretty simple. I don't want to see this guy. No, no, no,
Oh.
no, no, no. I don't want.
You're not ready for the
see-
back-to-back Royal Rumble wins?
I don't want to see Jey Uso anywhere near the World Heavyweight Championship title.
Run it back. Run it back.
Yeah, just run it back.
No.
You
I
know
don't
he's
wanna
gonna
see
hit
this
the run
guy
it back.
anywhere
He's gonna hit
near
it during the Rumble.
Right?
He's gonna hit it during the Rumble
match. Yeah.
If he's in the middle of a Rumble match and everybody stops to let him do that, I'm gonna turn my television off. I'm gonna turn it off.
Shit.
I'm gonna turn it off. And I'm gonna create a fake account and I'm gonna start saying bring Vince back. That's what I'm gonna start. That's what I'm gonna start saying. I told everybody just now on this podcast, if you see anything like that, it's me. Because I'm petitioning to get Vince back. It's ridiculous. I don't want to see Jey Uso near it. Jey Uso's run was a joke. It was a waste of time. And like what you said about LA Knight, Joel, I felt that was sort of like, hey, man, you had a hell of a year. Boom, here's the strap. They put the strap on him, and he didn't know what to do with it. Fumbling his promos, gassed out during matches, just not entertaining. I'm sorry. And I'm going to say something right now, guys. I don't know if you know this. I'm just going to say this. I don't think Jey Uso's a nice guy. So I'm just saying it. I get the feeling he's a bit of a jerk. You can see he's pushing kids out the way. Like if you just watch when he's walking through the crowd, he pays those kids no attention. He'll just spot out one kid that he so happens to pick up because he wants to get the yeet thing going. But he's not like... He doesn't seem like a friendly guy with kids or with people. And I think he looks at everybody and he's kind of like, it's whatever. I just don't get that vibe. I just don't get that feeling from him. And I think Jey Uso winning a Rumble would be terrible. Because what are we going to get? Round 2 of the same old stuff, like the whackness that was this yeet thing. I'm over the yeet. It's trash. Who knows what they're going to do with this tag team? It's a demotion beyond demotion. Like it is like, hey man, sorry it didn't work, but your brother's still here, so y'all want to do this thing with the tag team? There's 2 tag teams in the entire company. Like what are they doing? Like it doesn't make any sense, fellas. I'm sorry. It doesn't make any sense. And if you put Jey Uso back in that title picture, it's a snooze fest. I'm sorry. It's not good.
The fall off of Jey Uso should be studied because this time last year he was hotter than fish grease, man.
Yeah,
he won the Royal Rumble. You know, like he had the trajectory, and now he's in a tag team with his brother, and they come out during the commercial break. They don't even come out during the actual show. Like on Raw, they came out during the commercial break. Bro. I think 2 weeks in a row. And all they do is a little yeet, and then they go right back to whatever they were doing. I'm just like, this is crazy. This guy was literally on all the Minute Maid juice, as Lewis said. He was on the Minute Maid juice, all the commercials, Slim Jim, everything. And now he's on the commercial break.
Now my man has to sneak through during commercial break.
I don't know what happened there.
Something must have went down, or the company just like maybe. And honestly, fellas, maybe they just looked at him as a whole and was like, he's not a superstar.
They tried.
In
right?
terms
yeah,
of like,
they tried.
He's not a guy who can carry that much weight in a company like this. He just can't. He's just not the guy. And maybe he knows it. And maybe that's why some of his character work is this disheveled, like disgruntled, like cerebral, like I'm in my head. What did I do wrong? Am I not the guy anymore? Maybe that's all part of like real life. Like maybe he's going through it, knowing that I got a tag team with my brother again. They are beyond their prime in the tag team division. I mean, they have no business. I mean, we just said it. The Hardys got it, but that's for a company that needs them. Like that company needs those titles on the Hardys. In WWE, they have guys that they can create tag teams with that would be way more interesting and way more younger and involved than the Usos. I just don't know where it's going. I hope this leads to some story, but I don't want to see that guy anywhere near the championship picture. I don't want to see it, fellas. I don't want to see it. Yeah. Listen, we here at On the Mark, we love all things wrestling, but sometimes we gotta let some people know. Just can't happen. Just can't happen. But yeah, fellas, listen. Any other words? Anything else you guys want to bring up, or did we touch upon what we wanted to touch upon tonight?
Yeah, we did. I wanted to give a quick shout out to our big supporter, our unofficial correspondent, my man Gio. He, yes. Gio was in attendance for AEW Maximum Carnage, so he's at the Collision taping after Dynamite went off the air as we speak. So I look forward to hearing his feedback on just being there in attendance, because it was a dope Dynamite. So yeah, I'd imagine being there in person was even better.
Yeah, we gotta get Gio's perspective on what the crowd was like. Were they still hot from Dynamite into Collision? Was it a fall off? I'm curious to see what happened. I'm curious to know his thoughts. Joel, any final thoughts before on episode 117?
Yeah, just real quick, I do want to give a shout out to AEW. I think they've been crushing it so far, and I think one of the good things that they're doing in 2026 right now, what they're doing is they're kind of just putting everything on the table. Like MJF is your world champion. You got Swerve, you got Hangman, you got Omega, you got Samoa Joe. Like, these are all stars going after that belt. Bandito as well. And now, like, you're kind of showing, like, yeah, we really are where the best wrestle. Like, any given day of any given Dynamite, any given Collision, you could have a pay-per-view level match. Like, tonight we had Bandito versus MJF on Maximum Carnage, and it was a great, incredible match. And I just want to give a shout out to them, because I feel like it kind of, in the weeds of the wrestling world, WWE is always going to get the headlines at the end of the day. But AEW, man, I know we've been praising them for some time now, but they have been consistently crushing it for over a year now, I would say. So shout out to AEW. Keep doing their thing, man. It literally is the highlight of my wrestling watching every single week. So shout out to them.
I agree.
Yeah, me too, man.
And just to think, a couple of years ago, it was looking real dark.
That's another thing I want to shout out to today on Maximum Carnage. The film work it was incredible, man. Some of the matches, they were like very up close shot, made it feel really cinematic. Like during the MJF Bandito match, it was like super up close. It felt like cinematic in a way that like I haven't really seen in wrestling before. So I continued doing that cool stuff, man. It looked like a old Western movie or something, the way they were shooting
good
it.
Point.
So,
yeah, good point. The filming of the whole the arena or what they were in was really good. Really well done. I think they had to kind of improvise a little bit.
Yeah, because it was small,
tight, but it was like theater style. So it looked really well done. The close-ups, all that good stuff was really spot on. But yeah, like you said, man, I think AEW is just kind of, they're getting back, man. They're finding the secret sauce to what makes them special, and they gotta keep doing it and keep making sure it's consistent and watchable. Because right now, what we got between WWE and who knows what TNA is going to be, but right now we need that alternative. So AEW is definitely doing that for us. Everyone, listen, thank you for joining us on episode 117 of On the Mark Wrestling Podcast. I'm your boy Kyode, joined by none other than Joel the Hater and Lewis the Administrator. Until next time, y'all, for 118, peace.
You have just listened to the On the Mark Wrestling Podcast, a Scriptly adapted production. Follow us on Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, and YouTube at On the Mark Wrestling. And email us on onthemarkpodcast@gmail.com.